In the last video, we did till question number 18 from concise exercise 13a section formula. We'll complete it till question number 18. Let's do a bit of revision that if there is a line, there are 2 points A and B. We name these points as x1, y1 and the second point as x2, y2. Let's say P is the point which divides the line in a ratio 2:3. So this 2 we take as m1 and 3 is taken as m2. Okay, and this point P which divides the line, we take the point as x comma y. Okay, here the value may be 2 comma 3, 4 comma 5. Now how do I find the values? This x can be found by the formula m1x2 plus m2x1 upon m1 plus m2, and y m1y2 plus m2y1 upon m1 plus m2. Then a few more points. I said that if they are giving you that the x-axis divides the line, if they tell you x-axis divides the line, or they may say that the point is on x-axis, both means the same. Okay, if they give you x-axis divides the line or the point is on x-axis, that point which is there P between the line AB, you will take this point as x comma 0. X-axis divide the line, or they can say point is on x-axis. Whenever this x-axis comes, you will take the point as x comma 0. If they say y-axis divide the line, y-axis divide the line something AB, or they say that the point is on y-axis, so the point P, I will take this point P as 0 comma y. You must remember, the point is on y-axis, it means this point is 0 comma y. I hope you understood, hope you remember this. They may also say different type of sum. They may say that the line AB is divided by line x is equals to 2. X is equals to 2 line, or they can say line x is equals to 2. Okay, this does not mean x-axis. X-axis is different. Okay, x-axis is written as x-axis, this word is written, only then you will take x comma 0. If they give you like this, x is equals to 2, if they give you like this, then what you will do, you will take this point P, the value of x is 2, so you will take 2 comma y you don't know, so you keep the y as it is. Okay, if they give you x-axis, you will take x comma 0. But if they give you x is equals to 2 or x is equals to 3, then you have to put in the place of x, you will put 2 and y will be as it is. Okay, for x-axis y becomes 0, not here, not in this case, don't get confused between them. Okay, for x-axis y will automatically become 0. But if they give you x is equals to 2, then in the place of x you write 2, y you keep it as it is. Okay, if they give you y is equals to 2, so that point P, the value of y will be 2 and value of x will remain as it is. You don't know the value of x, you keep it as it is. Okay, these were the few basic rules which I wanted to give you a revision. So now we'll continue with the chapter. Question number 19. In question number 19, we have that A, B, C are the coordinates of a triangle. A, B, C are coordinates of the triangle where A is 2 comma 5, B is minus 1 comma 2 and C is 5 comma 8. points P and Q lie on AB and AC respectively. So P is here, Q is here, such that AP is to PB is equals to AQ is to QC is equals to 1 is to 2. 1:2 means what? That AP upon PB is 1/2 and AQ upon QC is also 1/2. So AP upon PB is 1/2 means this is AP and this is PB. So this is 1/2. Ratio is 1/2. And AQ upon QC is also 1/2. Both these are equal. Okay. So this is also 1/2. Now, in this line, see like this. If you see this diagram like this is point P. Okay. I have point A. I can take this as x1, y1. I can take this point B as x2, y2 and this point P as xy. And the ratio is 1 is to 2. Okay. So this is a straight line. You have to solve this line by taking x1, y1, x2, y2, ratio 1 is to 2. You can find the value of P. Similarly, here this Q you will take it as x comma y. This is x1, y1, x2, y2 and ratio is 1 is to 2. So you can easily find the coordinates of P and the coordinates of Q by using the formula. This is the formula here. Okay. This is the formula for x and this is the formula for y. Using these formulas, ratio is also given, coordinates are also given. You can find the value of x and y. So find P and Q. Then after finding P and Q, this was the first step. Okay. The second step, they have told you to show that PQ is equals to 1/3 BC. They have told to show that PQ is equals to 1/3 BC, this second part. This second part, we'll do it later in the class. Okay, so mark in your textbook that this second part we'll do it later, that how to show that PQ is 1/3 BC, because it is a bit lengthy and you may have doubts. So I'll do it in class. Okay. I'll discuss the 21st sum. Okay, there is no need to solve because the sum is simple. I just discussed it. A line segment A, B, 2,3 and B is 6, -5 is intercepted by x-axis. It is intercepted by x-axis means this point P is on x-axis. That means this point P is x, 0. Intercepted by x-axis at point K. Acha, this is named as K here. Okay. Write down the ordinate of point K. In the first part they are saying write down the ordinate of point K. What does ordinate means? In distance formula in 9th standard we have studied ordinate means y. Okay, so for this point K, x we don't know, y is 0 because the point is on y-axis, sorry, x-axis. If a point is on x-axis, it is taken as x, 0. This, see, this is called as abscissa and this y is ordinate. Okay, for those who don't know, x is also called as abscissa and y is also called as ordinate. Okay, so here they are asking what is the ordinate of point K. The ordinate, that means the value of y of point K is 0. So my first answer is 0. Ordinate is 0. Okay. Second, asking me to find the ratio. Okay, how to find the ratio? M1, M2 I don't know. So I'll start with which formula? Can I start with X or should I start with Y? I'll start with Y because I know the value of Y is 0. I know that. So I'll start with the formula of Y is equals to M1 Y2 plus M2 Y1 upon M1 plus M2. So in the place of Y, I'll write 0. M1, M2 I don't know. Y2 is given as -5 and Y1 is 3. This M1, M2 will go here and get multiplied with 0. It will become 0 minus 5 M1 plus 3 M2. Minus 5 M1 will go here. 5 M1 is equals to 3 M2. So M1 upon M2 is 3 upon 5. I found the ratio. Once I found the ratio, they have told me to find the coordinates of K. Coordinates of K means, see, here is the point K, x comma 0. Y value is already known 0. Now I want to find this x also. Okay, so I'll use the formula of x. Okay, easily find it because I know the ratio also 3:5. I found the ratio. This ratio I'll enter here 3:5 and then I'll use the formula of x, that is m1 x2 plus m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2, and I can easily find the value of x just substituting the values. Okay. Question number 24. They have again given a diagram like this, a small graph. This line cuts the x-axis and y-axis at point A and B, and P is a point here. Okay. Now remember, this point B is on y-axis. This is y-axis. This is point B on y-axis. So the point is 0, y. A is on x-axis. So A is x, 0. Okay. Point P is given in the question. It is given as -4, 2. And the ratio in which P divides AB is given as 1:2. So now all the important information is given. So this point P is always taken as x, y. A is taken as x1, y1 and B is taken as x2, y2. If you want, you can draw this line here separately, A, B and P, where P is -4, 2, A is x, 0, B is 0, y. Ratio is 1:2. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. And this is x, y. So you can use the formula of x first, then the formula of y. In the place of x, you put -4. M1, M2 is also known. Once you will substitute the values, you will get the value of x and you will also get the value of y. With the formula of x, okay, this x is -4 here. See, I'll show you the substitution also. See, once I have this ready, the formula for x is m1 plus m2. In the place of x, I'll write, so m1 is 1 here, so 1 into x2. x2 is 0 plus m2 into x1. m2 is 2 into x1 is x. See, x1 is x. We don't know the value, so I'll keep it x. upon m1 plus m2 is 1 plus 2. Okay, here this x was the value minus 2. Okay, this xy are the coordinates of p, which we write here on the left hand side. So once I solve this, minus 4 is equals to 0 plus 2x upon 3. This 3 will go here, minus 12 is 2x, so x is minus 6. You got the value of x. Similar way, use the formula for y, you can find the value of y also. Okay. In a few questions, they will ask you first to find the coordinates of p, that is x comma y. They will ask you to find the coordinates of p. You can do that easily by using formula. In the second part, they will ask you to find the length of AB. Length of AB. Length means distance. Okay, so if they ask you length of AB, you have to use the distance formula. What is the distance formula? Square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. If you do not remember the formula, copy it down in your textbook for your reference. So whenever they ask you length of AB, length of PQ, length of MN, if they ask you length, you have to use this formula. Okay. Now in the exercise 13a, I'm talking about concise. In the exercise 13a, question number 23 and question number 26 are a bit tricky, difficult ones. So if I explain you over this video, you may get confused in it and you will have doubt. So these two questions you mark as to be done in class. I'm talking about concise. In Frank, all the questions are easy. Okay, in Frank, all the questions are easy, all the concepts are done. So Frank, you can do the entire exercise. I'm going to share the homework in group. For concise, question number 23 and question number 26. Note down this question, okay? Because most of you again ask me in messages that sir, how to do this sum. But I'm telling you in advance that these two sums will do it in class. Okay, circle them in your book and write to be done in class. Okay, so whenever we revise this chapter, I'll explain you these sums. Don't worry. Okay, they are not out of syllabus, but they are tricky ones. Okay. So today we complete exercise 13a. In the next video, we'll start with exercise 13b. Okay, thank you.